Have you ever seen the term 501(c) and thought that was the right way to describe a nonprofit? Or maybe you've seen 501c or 501(c) or 501c3 and assumed they all meant the same thing. Well, if so, you're not alone, and while this may seem funny, we hear this stuff all the time, so let's clear up some confusion, shall we? Stick around after the intro and we'll get into it. Hi, this is Greg McRae, founder and CEO of Foundation Group, and welcome back to our 501c3 University channel, where we strive to make nonprofit issues, well, make sense. And if you're not a channel subscriber already, you really should be, so click on that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new content. And we would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. If you find this information useful, it really helps out the channel. If you're planning on starting a nonprofit, there's only one correct term you need to know, and that is 501c3, not 501(c) and not 501c. 501c3 is the legal designation used by the IRS for charitable tax-exempt organizations, and here's why it matters. 501c3 is the portion of the U.S. tax code that describes charitable organizations. If you can imagine the entire U.S. tax code printed out as a huge book, and it would be ridiculously huge, you would turn to section 501, subsection C, subsection 3, and boom, right there you would find the tax law description of how a charitable nonprofit is defined. And if you're starting a charitable nonprofit, securing 501c3 status is exactly what you want. With that, you can receive tax-deductible donations, be exempt from federal corporate income tax, and potentially be in a position to apply for grants or other funding opportunities. So, 501c3 is more than a tax label, it is your gateway to doing more good. So here's a little background on 501c3. The 501c3 designation specifically dates back to 1954, but the U.S. government has been offering tax exemptions of some sort to nonprofits since the 1890s. The idea has always been that if you're helping the public, you shouldn't be taxed as a business. So how did we get to these erroneous terms like 501(c)? Well, let's be clear, it's not a real thing, it's just a common typo. I don't know, it may roll off the tongue easier, just know it's not correct. I before E, C before 3, maybe that helps you out. Now that you're fully aware that it's 501c3, here's where it gets interesting. 501c3 is just one of more than 25 types of tax-exempt organization defined in the U.S. tax code. Now, we've produced videos on some of these, and we'll link those in the description below. You have 501c4 advocacy and public benefit groups, 501c6 business leagues, 501c7 social clubs, and my personal favorite, the 501c12, the Benevolent Life Insurance Association, mutual ditch or irrigation companies, mutual or cooperative telephone companies, or like organizations, if 85% or more of the organization's income consists of amounts collected from members from the sole purpose of meeting losses or expenses. Yeah, that's really the full title. You can't make this stuff up. But only 501c3 organizations, generally speaking, can receive tax-deductible donations, making it the gold standard. Well, really, it's the only right choice if you're starting a charitable organization. So how do you know if your organization qualifies? Now here's a quick checklist. Your mission serves the public in a charitable manner. You don't distribute profits to your founders or directors. You have a qualifying board of directors. You avoid political campaigns, and you get all your paperwork set up the right way. Now this list is very oversimplified, and we have loads of videos that dive deep into these topics, so make sure you check out our entire video library on our channel. You're going to find a lot of great stuff in there. So how do you get started? Step 1, choose a name and define your mission. Step 2, form a board of directors. Step 3, draft your bylaws. Step 4, file articles of incorporation with your state. Step 5, apply to the IRS using Form 1023 or 1023-EZ. And finally, Step 6, stay compliant once you're approved. Simple, right? Not so much. Mistakes like vague bylaws or unclear, non-compliant program plans can slow down your application or even cause rejection. Even tiny paperwork errors can delay your nonprofit status by weeks or months. And let's not forget the name thing. Saying or writing 501(c) instead of 501(c)(3 might sound harmless, but it would certainly send the wrong message to donors, the IRS, even Google. Yes, Google. Search engines like accurate content, so using the right terminology matters. Need help navigating this process? Well, that's where Foundation Group's Sure Start plan comes in. It's our guided service to help you form your nonprofit, file the right documents, and get IRS approved with the least headache possible. We've helped over 25,000 other nonprofit startups do just that. We've had some fun with this, but I think you get the point. Don't let a little typo or a big application get in the way of you accomplishing your mission. Thanks for watching. Now go serve your community.